Hello, hello, hello. I'm Tamara Wren, the tax doula, with today's tax tips. Ever since the IRS laid off almost 7,000 employees, I've been wondering, what has that impact been so far? To say the least, it has not been easy to find information. While I do receive reoccurring news briefs from the IRS as a tax professional, they don't talk about the layoffs. The only information I've seen is who the new head of the IRS is, because apparently the individual who became the interim commissioner, I believe they called, that person has since resigned. So the next person behind them has now taken on that role. But I've been wondering, have there been any slowdowns? Has there been any impact on processing tax returns, answering the phone? I haven't been able to locate anything. But here is what I did find. There are some states that have had a higher impact, that bear a higher burden in terms of the number of employees that were laid off. So I'm going to share that with you today. We have Texas, New York, Georgia, the states of Florida, Tennessee, and Philadelphia, Austin, Texas, and Kansas City. And I believe that's Kansas City, Missouri. Now, this information is, just bits and pieces I've been able to cobble together from the internet. So I'm going to say that these are estimates about the number of individuals who were fired from their jobs, because we keep saying laid off, but essentially they were fired, they were terminated. So Texas, over 500, New York, over 600, Georgia, 400, Florida, Tennessee, and Philadelphia, somewhere around 300, and Austin, Texas, which it says it has one of the largest IRS offices in the country, saw more than 600 employees laid off, and Kansas City, approximately 1,000 people. So these states have been severely impacted by these layoffs, and it seems like no particular state has been spared just this chopping of positions. So it's all across the board, across the country. What I'm going to continue doing is trying to find out week by week if there's any information, any updates about how these layoffs are impacting the tax season. But for now, that's pretty much all the information that I was able to locate that might be relevant or helpful for you to know. And, I know here where I live, one of my states is listed there. I know that I see the mailing address when I have to mail something to the IRS, or when you're just looking at documents that you could mail and you have the option of mailing or doing online. So I know that, different communities are feeling the brunt of these layoffs. And if these people have lost their jobs, it's obviously going to impact small businesses in the community, stores, impact families being able to make ends meet, whether it's housing, food, things for their children. So it's a big deal. And it's important for us, I believe, to not forget about it, to just remember that this thing happened, and, just to be aware. But if you have not filed your tax return yet, I highly recommend that you go ahead and do it. Again, because so much is automated, you may be okay as long as you don't have to make a phone call. One of the things I am thinking about doing is making a phone call and just seeing how long does it take someone to answer. So maybe I'll do that next week. But until next time, I'm Tamara. But until next time, I'm Tamara Wren, the tax doula.